Let me just say that this dose, the mother of all, it really hit different.
I do better things with my time than trying to make you jealous. Why can't we?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Bea Meets World, and in today's video we are actually going to do another Nurse Bea segment in our channel because I'm going to update you on what happened after I got the second dose of the Moderna vaccine.
Coronavirus!
So if you watched my first video, you know how I reacted to the first dose of vaccine, and let's just say that this dose was a little bit different. And by little, I mean a lot different.
Coronavirus!
This is actually part 2 of a 2-part series about the Moderna vaccine and my experiences with it, and click right here for the video as to how my first experience was and actually go into explaining how the vaccine works. And I don't use any medical terms, so it should be pretty easy to understand. So I got the Moderna second dose vaccine, and the Pfizer vaccine and Moderna vaccine are not interchangeable. If you get Moderna the first time, you have to get Moderna the second time. You can't do
Moderna, Pfizer, Moderna.
it just doesn't work that way. So 2 weeks after my first dose, I was 60% protected. Woo! And then now I'm actually 94% protected. Yeah!
Okay.
Before we get into the nitty-gritty details of the second dose effects, because I don't want to scare anyone, I'm just putting it out there that everything I experienced was expected. It was laid out in the sheet in front of me. I knew what I was getting into. It was nothing out of the blue. Like, I do not regret getting the vaccine, and I'm honestly very thankful at this point. So with that said, let us move on to the second dose effects. So I went downstairs, got my vaccine, and immediately I felt the heaviness in my arm that I didn't feel from the last one. The last one I stood up and I'm just like, la da da da. But this one I was like, yo, this hit different. I attributed it to me feeling a little bit more nervous because I knew that the second dose was heavier. So I'm kicking pretty much an hour or 2 after, whereas the last one, it took about 6 hours, I would say. Yeah, from then on, it just wasn't pretty. I was able to record some videos, but let's face it, after a couple of hours and a couple of clips, I did not look good, I did not feel good, I did not want to pick up my camera. I'm sorry, that was the last thing I wanted to do, but here's a few clips. Hey everyone, I'm checking in with you. It's been about 3.5 hours since I got my dose. I wanted to check in earlier, but honestly I was really hungry and I just needed to get home. This one definitely a lot faster than the last one, considering I didn't really have much from the last one. Then I got chills only on the left side of me, but actually just my left arm to my hands. Yeah, if I lift it like this is good. If I lift it anymore, oh my god. So the first night was definitely not it. The first night was the worst night out of all of them because of the body aches. It wasn't even anything besides that. Mentally, I was fine. Like, I was tired. I was very lethargic, but it was the body aches that absolutely killed because your girl also didn't have the logic to bring the Tylenol bottle into the room. I had to get up and walk, and I was whining my butt all the way to the kitchen because that's where we keep our Tylenol. I should have kept it by my side, and then I did have to phone a friend because I needed some moral support to get my butt to the kitchen and then back.
Okay.
But after the Tylenol, it was much better. I was able to sleep. Woo! So I do have a few clips, if not just one, from the day after because I was still recovering from the night before and being tired and everything. So let's check that clip out. So as you can see, it was better, but still not the best. It was more so body aches. The body aches was what I didn't like at all. By the second day, it was my booty.
Wow.
That would not stop hurting. It was the butt that wouldn't stop.
I know that's right.
No matter what Tylenol I took, it would relieve it a little bit, which makes this really hard because when you're tired, you just want to stay in bed. But of course, I gotta rotate. I can't just be on like one butt cheek the entire time. So that was like the most annoying part. I still did also have the chills. That one stayed with me for most of, if not all of the day. Everything on the day after I got the vaccine was more so a lesser version of the night prior. So the second day, my fever was still definitely hitting 100 and I was still very tired, so I wasn't able to go to work. I still had the symptoms. I still had the chills. I still, like, the body aches was mainly gone, but the fever would not break. That was the main reason I couldn't go back to to work. I used the cold compress, and I took a shower to put it down, but it would come back up. I just couldn't get it to break. And it wasn't until like 5 p.m. of the second day that my fever actually broke and I was able to go to work the next day. So my body didn't react as pain-free as well as other vaccines, and your body just realizes that there is an enemy present now and they want to do everything to kind of destroy it. So they raise up the temperature inside because they know like most things can't survive in a hot environment, and they keep attacking it, which is why you're feeling the chills and the body ache. It's just your body reacting super fast. So there is a website on the CDC that shows after the trials what percentage of the trial populations got certain symptoms. Like they break it down to fever, chills. Feel free, I'll link it down below if you guys want to see how everything goes there. So you may ask, since I kind of knew what was gonna happen, did I do anything to prepare my body for it? I do recommend hydrating because I think that was the biggest thing with my symptom management. I think that if I hydrated more, I would have responded better because I was so thirsty. From then on, I kind of learned my lesson and I made sure that I was drinking more and more. I drank Gatorade for my electrolytes and just regular water. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe learned something from it, or you were just entertained the fact that I was in pain for the first few hours after the vaccine. But whatever it is you got from this video, thank you for staying this long, and let me know if you guys want a third part to this series as to what to do right before you get the vaccine when it is your turn, because I have learned a lot of things from other people's experiences. I hope you like down here and you subscribe somewhere here, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying this long. Bye. Stay healthy.
Trying to make you jealous.